I'm highly disappointed to my fellow Igbo people.
Oh my God.
Nnamdi Kanu is suffering this because he's an Igbo. Yes. We must say it.
Yes.
I think that Nnamdi Kanu is from the north or from the southwest. You wouldn't have been there by now. And everybody's keeping quiet. Both the religious leaders, both the political leaders, both those in the diaspora. Nothing is happening. You feel that I'm highly disappointed.
Ty, before I allow you to continue watching this video, you guys, I would like to put you through in what happened today in court. So you guys, Justice Omotocho, who is seeing to this whole issue, you know, said that they are going to set up 8 to 10 people committee that is going to see to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu's issue. They are going to investigate to know whether all those sicknesses that was mentioned by the doctor taking care of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, whether truly MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is this sick. Remember, a few days ago, news came out like that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is seriously sick, according to the doctor that was sent to go and, you know, diagnose him. Remember, that doctor is not from DSS. That doctor was sent from outside because MAZI Nnamdi Kanu complained about the doctor that DSS people brought for him. He said he doesn't want the doctor to be treating him, to continue treating him. So they had to get another doctor from outside, whom diagnosed MAZI Nnamdi Kanu with many diseases, so many sicknesses like kidney problem, liver, pancreas, you know, name them. So now Justice Omotocho said that they are going to set up 8 to 10 people committee that will check this to know whether truly MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is sick, and to also check whether, if truly he is sick, whether he can be treated in DSS, you know, custody instead of going to National Hospital as demanded by MAZI Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. So as it stands now, we are waiting for this committee that will be set up to now give us feedback after 8 days, because this committee, we are giving 8 days starting from today to set up this committee to also run this whole test and, you know, do the investigation. So from now till October 3rd, they are going to be giving us updates what they found, whether truly MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is truly sick or not. Before I forget, this committee will be set up by medical practitioners, Nigerian Medical Association, people that knows what they are doing in medicine. They are going to be the ones to make sure they set up this committee, and the leader of National Hospital in Abuja is also going to be there. But according to Justice Omotocho, he said that even if he's not going to be among the committee, he can get a representative that will represent him in that committee. So let me allow you to continue watching this video to hear from MAZI Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. Chai, this is really sad though, honestly, because in the morning people were like, they are going to let him go. Some are like, no, you don't know Nigerian government again, they are going to postpone it. And that is what exactly happened again today. They postponed everything. You guys listen to his lawyer. It's well.
It's not a pronunciation of you or not you. That's why it's called no case submission. So it's not really agreeing that there's a prima facie evidence that needs to be explained. So in common parlance, it's because on him to come and mount his defense. But there is the other aspect of the ruling that concerns extraordinary rendition. That very one is one that compounded us, because the extraordinary rendition of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is so open and notorious. Two international institutions or two separate panels of the United Nations have made pronouncements regarding his extraordinary rendition and called for his unconditional release. Nigeria is a member of the United Nations, and therefore can consider that and implement that decision. And in Nigeria here, 3 courts have made similar pronouncements. First was by the Federal High Court, which awarded him 500 million naira. And the Court of Appeal also pronounced that he was a victim of extraordinary rendition. And in the Supreme Court, the same Supreme Court that sent this case back to trial, reached the same conclusion that he was a victim of extraordinary rendition. And all these things are of the record. They are all in the file. And we remember when this trial was being conducted, these very documents were tendered in evidence. So it compounded us, it confused us, that the court now made a pronouncement that the extraordinary rendition had no evidence before the court, that no evidence of it was before the court. And you remember, least but not the last, recently the Kenyan High Court made the same pronouncement. But when the court was misled by believing, by mistake, that these things were not in evidence, it also said and left the door open that such evidence be submitted. So we're coming back with that evidence, and it's going to be quantum and region.
What about the first application on the enemy?
Well, that one too, it wasn't in evidence that the Nigerian Medical Association has intervened. So it came as a surprise. Well, there's a short date given of 8 days for the NMA to submit its report. So somebody is ill, you know, I don't think the NMA is going to change much of that. But I think the judge wanted to leave the record open to admit every possible evidence regarding this man. Our client Imagine Care. So whatever the court says today does not mean that the government shall withdraw back. Just 2 days ago, I wrote a letter. The private hospital has also expressed readiness to admit him here in Abuja. For security reasons, I won't mention the name of the private hospital. But if the government appears to have issues with taking him to the national hospital, we have given them an option of a private hospital also here in Abuja.
So it's safe to say that the application to transfer to the national hospital was rejected?
No, it's pending. Yes.
One other information
hasn't been rejected.
Pending
the admission of this report from the Nigerian Medical Association and the opinion of the Nigerian Medical Association. And you know, if you were in court, the judge had ordered that committee or panel to be considered by the Nigerian Medical Association shall have a member from the National Hospital. So the National Hospital is still in play.
Thank you very much. One other information, please. One other information. We are saying that the judge has no jurisdiction whatsoever to try MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because that particular issue of being a victim of extraordinary rendition must be determined, because and that one will be whether they will be the one that will confer jurisdiction on the court. And the court said there is no evidence before him. Now we are going to supply evidence before him that Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition. Then, having done that, there is no case to answer. So that you should go home with that. And if they fail to do otherwise, we will not see it as a war against the Igbos.
I am the primary representative of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. We are very disappointed in the ruling of the court today, where especially the court took a position that the extraordinary rendition was not going to be part of the consideration today. But he, however, to be fair to him, said if we can prove that there were extraordinary rendition, then that will change his consideration. So we are coming back. I've been assured by the lawyers that they are coming back to show that proof. One, the issue of jurisdiction. We will now know whether this court has jurisdiction or not. That's number one. Then number two, there seems to be two sets of rules in this country. One for the Igbo man and the other one for every other Nigerian. Where every other Nigerian gets a reprieve, the Igbo man would not get a reprieve. You look at even the issue of the health situation of our brother. There have been many circumstances where people have been given opportunities to go and seek medical care, yet Nnamdi Kanu is denied. Even the president. At every consideration, the president goes overseas to take care of himself. He doesn't even subject himself to Nigerian medical attention. So it is very wrong for them to deny Nnamdi, who the doctors have laid clear evidences that he is having insufficiencies, organ insufficiencies. And what is the government waiting for? For him to die? And then the circumstances will now be brought up again? So, but for the Igbos, I'm more disappointed with the Igbos. The political leadership of the Igbo land, the spiritual and otherwise concerned, are keeping quiet, extraordinarily quiet, on the issue of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Especially when it is shown that when it concerns to others, especially in the north, the government is negotiating with terrorists, non-terrorists, dressed up with guns and various ammunition, and yet they have not proved that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. So it is up for Igbos to now rise up to ensure that we come in total defense of our brother, and ensure that, especially in the administration of criminal justice, that he is not being marginalized. So Igbos should rise up for once and to say that all the spectacle, that enough is enough.
Nigerian Medical Council, now listen, the Nigerian Medical Council, you people examined MAZI Nnamdi Kanu on, that was 3 days ago. Yes. And the report we had it where you people said that the report given by IH did not even capture the entire health condition of Nnamdi Kanu. You discovered more. That you people should not doctor that report, because court has ordered that you people should bring that report to court. We know what is happening in Nigeria, because now that it involves Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbos, they may force you people or may intimidate you people, because now that DSSS are even trying to intimidate eminent Professor Emeritus, Professor IH, who has been a prophet College of Medicine University of Nigeria, who has been a dean. Then his medical record is here, and somebody that is not even a consultant is questioning the report given by IH. Now the team, you people, constituted MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, that was 3 days ago, and the DSSS, and the Nnamdi Kanu subjected himself. We have that report. That report, as you people have it, provide it in court. Having said that, now what gave rise to this particular issue of medical council is the petition I personally submitted against Dr. Mohammed Nasir from DSSS, the doctor that never examined Nnamdi Kanu, but he decided to depose falsely on oath. That is 7 paragraph affidavit. I submitted that petition. It was on that basis that Attorney General ordered the medical council to constitute a different board. We are following it up, and that petition must be heard. And the Dr. Nasir should be, when he is licensed as a medical doctor, if he is, should be withdrawn. Barrister Maxwell of PhD is submitting. We should be there. Just like what Honorable said.
Emeritus professor of medicine, well renowned all over the world, that someone from the government side reported him to the Nigerian Medical Association, and he was summoned to Lagos to face a panel, all because he returned the truthful diagnosis on MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. So this persecution knows no bounds. We are wondering when they are going to come after the lawyers as well. They are now going after the idea that the primary physicians from MAZI Nnamdi Kanu chosen by him is being intimidated by the government is despicable. The primary goal of everybody should be the health condition of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, not the intimidation of anybody that brings the truth before the authorities. The doctor is a witness of truth, and on that truth we shall stand.
I'm highly disappointed to my fellow Igbo people.
Oh my God.
Nnamdi Kanu is suffering this because he's an Igbo.
Yes.
We must say it.
Yes.
Had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is from the north or from the southwest, you wouldn't have been there by now. And everybody's keeping quiet. Both the religious leaders, both the political leaders, both those in the diaspora. Nothing is happening. You feel that this is I'm highly disappointed. So the judge said that he's not aware. We are going to bring a formal application. We are going to attach all the whole judgments given by even Kenya. The country said that yes, our country did not do well. Now Malami is now he has turned activist. The Malami that comes in, he has turned activist. He's now in opposition. As you are doing anything, remember that you cannot be in government forever.
Yes,
tomorrow. That's my message to you. Thank you.